A really important step in my hair routine is when I take out the braids that I use to set my hair. I am referring to the braids that I put in my hair when my hair is wet and allow my hair to dry in. After shampooing and conditioning, I add leave-in conditioner to my hair, and then I usually use a mixture of shea butter and oils over the leave-in conditioner. I then braid my hair up in about 6 braids, and then I allow my hair to dry in those braids. The purpose of putting my hair into braids is so that my hair is kept organized and mobility is reduced while my hair dries. Reducing mobility and keeping my hair organized minimizes tangles and maximizes organized, consistent, and long-lasting results. As soon as my hair dries, I take those braids out. I do not leave them in longer than the time that it takes for my hair to dry. There are various benefits to taking those braids out as soon as possible and disadvantages to leaving them in longer than necessary.
My hair is very elongated when it's wet, and then when it dries from being wet, it's at its curliest, and then it starts elongating again, and that's just the pattern that happens. As soon as it dries, it's extra curly, like it's at its curliest. My hair's soaking wet, it's like hanging down, and back here hangs all the way down a couple of inches above the top of my leg, and the front is hanging down well past my belly button. So I put those braids in with my hair in that state. Then my hair dries and it goes from it starts to dry. What starts to happen is my hair ends up coming up. Those braids come all the way up to about right here. So my shoulder, and they're like right about here, the braids. And then like the back, braids hang down a little bit lower, they're down lower. So that's a big change. The curls have been winding, as they dry. When I take the braids out, I have to be extra, extra careful because so much has moved and changed within the braids. My hair has done something different and it's still in those initial braids. So what I end up doing is as soon as my hair's dry to the touch, I take those braids out.
If I would not take those initial braids out as soon as possible, I would then encounter some challenges. One of the challenges is difficulty in removing the braids. Since my hair is curlier than the curves of the braids, and since I do not use tension when I braid my hair, the longer I wait, the more my hair would move around in those braids, and the more careful I would have to be when removing the braids, because I would encounter more potential tangles and more individual strands of hair that have moved around and that I would have to be careful with. I don't encounter this when I put braids in when my hair is dry and take the braids out when it is dry, or if I braid my hair wet and take the braids out while my hair is wet. It is only when I go from wet to dry.
Braids out as easy as possible. I don't want to encounter strands of hair that I have to be really careful and work around, and going through and finding individual strands of hair and hair that's moved around, and it's difficult to take the braids out. I don't want to deal with any of that. I just want to put those braids in and then take those braids out, butter my hair up, and that's it. Just keep buttering my hair as necessary, and my hair is elongating throughout those days, and then it's time to wash it again. So I just want it to be simple and easy. So personally, for me, I don't put my hair into a style when my hair is wet and leave it like, braid or twist a style and leave it for days. When I braid my hair, I don't use a lot of tension. I actually don't really use tension. I'm just putting the braids in just to hold my hair, and that's pretty much it. And it's just helping to keep my hair from moving too much and getting tangled. That's why I have those braids in. They don't have a lot of tension, they're just braided. So I'm not pulling at the actual structure of the strands. I'm just putting those curves in, allowing it to dry, taking it out, and then buttering it, and then putting more curves in. And those curves are larger than my curls. So what ends up happening is my hair ends up getting elongated.
The best method that works for me in order to prevent difficulty in that initial braid removal is to double seal my hair. Double sealing is when I braid my hair up while it is wet. Then when my hair is about 50% dry, I go in and take the braids out and then add another coat of shea butter and oils. Then braid my hair back up and wait for it to dry completely before taking the braids out. When my hair is still 50% wet, it is slippery and the braids are easy to remove. That extra coat of shea butter and oils that I add to my hair halfway through the drying process helps to further seal and smooth my hair, leaving my hair extra smooth and easy to remove out of the braids once it fully dries. I think overall, the benefit of doing that far exceeds that amount of time that it takes for me to take out the braids and put them back in. Some additional benefits from double sealing that I enjoy include increased moisture retention and elongated results.
It keeps it simple and easy, and then it keeps my hair in extra organized, and so that detangling is easy, and so that just managing it throughout the week is quick and easy.